What up, boys? You're watching 99 Media, and good morning, everyone. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of freeball this video and sort of chop it up and kind of throw it on YouTube later or up on the channel. So I'm gonna kind of make a little video just kind of explaining where I've been for the past, I don't know, month or more or so. I don't even know how long, honestly. I do want to get back to uploading some gaming and back to Gray Zone and all that, and making mission tutorials and whatnot. But I guess I've been kind of gone for a little while, and I just wanted to kind of post a little update on where I've been and what I've been up to. So I got car issues. So this is my 95 Lexus. There's a little bit of a breeze going on. It's about 7 in the morning or so. So the thing with these Toyota A340e transmissions is they've got, they're real picky on the transmission fluid level. So I guess I had it taken to a shop, and I had the transmission sort of worked on and serviced because it was slipping, and I guess I had never had it serviced in the entire time that I have owned this car. I think I've owned this car for maybe 5 years or so, maybe a little bit more. I'm not really keeping track. I think I bought this car back in, I think it was 20, maybe late 2017, 2018-ish, something like that. So I had taken, I guess the transmission was slipping, and so I'd taken it to a shop to get serviced, and I guess they had diagnosed it with, improper fluid levels. And so then again, these A-series transmissions are real picky with like the level of transmission fluid they have in them. So I guess that was like maybe a couple years ago. But since then, the gasket that the shop had put on it, maybe they didn't put it on and let it cure all the way. So it had started kind of leaking, and that caused me to have improper fluid level again. So I've been scrambling all over the internet to try to find, the exact proper fluid level for this thing. I've gotten so many different answers. It's just been a whole tiring mess. But let's see. Where am I going with this? So, I guess I kind of ran it hard while it was either underfilled and or overfilled. I have no idea, because the dipstick has been giving me all kinds of crazy readings, and it's given me like I can't even remember correctly, honestly, but I think it's given me like underfilled when it's hot and like overfilled when it's cold or something like that, which is completely backwards, and it doesn't make sense to me, because you've got like a cold side on the dipstick and a hot side. Actually, you know what, let me just go ahead and show you. Alright, so here we have our transmission dipstick here. I'm just gonna pull that out, and of course these have like a, let me see if I can get it up against something kind of brighter so it contrasts. So here we've got like a couple notches on the lower end of the stick, and that's the cool side. And then the hot side, you've got another couple of notches for when the fluid expands. So that being completely backwards for me, like overfilled when it's cold and underfilled when it's hot, just didn't make sense to me, and just completely threw me off. And so I guess, I don't know, I did find a good measurement that seemed to work for me, and now the transmission doesn't slip, but it won't go into second, so I can still feel the transmission. Like when I hit redline, I'll feel it want to shift into second, like the RPMs will go way up against redline, and I'll feel the car drop into second, and then I'll feel it drop even more into third soon after. So it doesn't, second gear is still there. So, I feel like mechanically the transmission's okay, but I'm thinking maybe something electrical, you know, and I'm not really too good about transmissions. I'm a little bit more of an engines and suspensions guy. I like that stuff. It makes more sense to me. But so I'm assuming it's mechanically okay. I can feel second gear. It's there, you know, so I'm thinking it's some sort of electrical problem. We've got some sort of a communication error, or it's got second gear, it just doesn't want to use second gear. So I'm thinking shift solenoid. All right, so here I am over here trying to drain the transmission down here, and I've got yeah, it looks like it's just about done here. So I'm gonna drop the pan and then see if I can kind of pull the solenoids and do a little I guess bench test, if you will, something like that. And yeah, I ended up kind of trying to learn about how to test things like that and learn about multimeters, because I guess of course I'll need one for this kind of a test, or I've seen you can also plug it up to the battery there and do like the click test. So I'll end up trying to, I guess, do either one of those and then see if my solenoids are faulty or not. Okay, so pan's down, and there we've got our valve body. That right there is the pan, or not the pan, trying to do this one-handed. That right there is the filter that I just put on, and let me get set up here. Filter that I just put on, and the shift solenoids should be these two guys right here. So we've got S1 and S2 here, and I think these two guys over here are lockup solenoid and something else. One's for the overdrive or the torque converter, and the other one is, I don't know, honestly. Alright, so I was eventually able to get the shift solenoids out. So we got those two guys right here, and so I went ahead and I had ordered a multimeter prior to this, and tried to kind of learn about how to use one, and well, that works. And I tried to do a little bit of research. Let me adjust my camera here. So, all right, so basically I'm gonna do like a resistance test. So we're gonna turn this guy on, 2 ohms here, and then all right, hoping to see if I can actually get this on camera. Hopefully that's actually angle this up a little bit. All right, hopefully the glare is not going to be too much. Maybe I can angle the stand a little bit like that. So, all right. Basically, we're going to take a black lead here to ground, and I'm just going to kind of hold it like so, and then we're going to, so a couple forums. I think one forum says like 12 to 16, and then there's like another forum that says like 10 to 15. So, and I did this earlier, but to just kind of have this on camera, we're gonna get 13.4 ohms. So the resistance is within spec for that one. We're gonna try the other one here. Move that out of the way, and then just kind of grounding it to the body of the solenoid, and then the red lead just gonna go right there on the terminal, and we're at 13.8 ohms. So again, within spec, I believe, or at least to what I've read. So I ended up doing that. So these are okay resistance wise. Next, I ended up doing the click test. So ended up getting some alligator clips from an auto parts store. Let me see if I can readjust the camera here again. Hopefully I'm able to get everything without this tipping over. I really wish I could kind of invest in, I need to get like a GoPro or something, honestly. Jeez. Okay, please don't tip over. Okay, that should be a bit better. Alright, so ended up getting myself some alligator clips. Unfortunately, they didn't have the ones that had like the little rubber sheaths on them. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Hello. Yeah. So, I ended up, you know, black negative, and then we're gonna ground this to the body of the solenoid, like so. And then I had the red go to the terminal, and then here we are. And then you should be able to have, or you should be able to hear like an audible click. So I ended up testing this this silver one first, and let's see if I can get this get the click on camera. So black to the body, so we can ground it out, and then red to the terminal. And then we're gonna take this this other positive end. We're gonna connect this to the positive terminal, but of course I got shocked doing this. But obviously don't touch the metal part, because you get shocked like I did. When I end up connecting this to the positive terminal here, don't know if you heard, but I'll try to get it on closer here. Yep. So you can hear that one clicking. So this one does work. So what I ended up doing is testing this other one. Come here. Same deal, pretty much. And then, so test this. But you can kind of hear it's not as loud. It does click. It's clicky. But it doesn't sound as strong. Maybe it's kind of, I don't know, gunked up with a bunch of the ATF still up in there. I can try cleaning it out. So I went ahead and hooked everything back up, and we'll go ahead and I did clean it out with some CRC electrical spray. So, you know, should be good for sensitive electrical stuff. Okay, and the click does sound a lot more strong, or stout, I guess. So yeah, I would say both of these solenoids are good. So this kind of sadly leaves me real dumbfounded and just confused. I don't know what my issues are. I gotta keep diagnosing the transmission and keep working on it. After I had drained the fluid the first time around, I had sprayed the underside, like the valve body, with brake cleaner. And I guess this is just something that my household just really overuses to clean everything. It's good stuff. I trust CRC's products, but so I just went ahead and Google searched that, you know, just to see, like, hey, did I actually make the right move? No, you don't want to use just, you know, brake cleaner for electronic stuff. And then, you know, it being a valve body, you know, there's a lot of sensitive electronics on there. Even though it all kind of rests in ATF anyways. But I don't know, maybe that could have been a reason why this transmission's kind of acting funky. I don't know. So instead I started using electronic cleaner. So, you know, it takes that off the list of probable causes.